Hello, welcome to Regional Parks virtual programming. My name is James, and behind the camera is Risty. And today we are filming in Stevens Coyote Ridge Regional Park on the traditional and unceded territory of the Okanagan Silk people. Today our program is a storytime program, and our theme is animal tracks in the winter. We have a couple of stories all about animal tracks in the winter and how we can identify what those animals are. And we have a little fun activity to walk like animals and the different ways they do that. The first story we have today is called Over and Under the Snow. It's written by Kate Mesner, illustrated by Christopher Silas Neal, and published by Chronicle Books. Over and Under the Snow. Over the snow I glide, into woods, frosted, fresh, and white. Over the snow, a flash of fur. A red squirrel disappears down a crack. Where did he go? Under the snow, Dad says. Under the snow is a whole secret kingdom where the smallest forest animals stay safe and warm. You're skiing over them now. Over the snow I glide, past beech trees, rattling leftover leaves, and strong, silent pines that stretch to the sky. On a high branch, a great horned owl keeps watch. Under the snow, a tiny shrew dodges columns of ice. It follows a cool tunnel along the moss out of sight. Look, Dad says, tracks. Tracks always tell a story. Over the snow, a deer has crossed our path. Deep hoofprints punch through the crust. Up the hill, under a tree, an oval of melted snow tells the story of a good night's sleep. Under the snow, deer mice doze. They cuddle up against the cold in a nest of feathers and fur. Over the snow I climb, dig in my edges so I don't slide back. Under the snow, voles scratch through slippery tunnels, searching for morsels from summer feasts. Over the snow I swoosh, down, down, faster, faster, down, faster, faster. Whoops! Under the snow, a snowshoe hare watches from a shelter of spruce. Almost invisible, she smooths her fur, a coat of winter white. Over the snow I glide, past reeds where tadpoles play tag in springtime. Under the snow, fat bullfrogs snooze. They dream of sun-warmed days back when they had tails. Over the snow, I stand and stare. Little mountains in the marsh. Under the snow, beavers gnaw on aspen bark. Settled in for supper, can they hear my tummy rumbling too? Over the snow, stop, a sound. We stand like statues carved in ice, till a bushy-tailed fox steps from a thicket, tips his ear to the ground, listens, listens, listens still, and leaps out onto the snow after an invisible dinner. His paws scratch away to find the mouse he heard, scritch, scritch, scratching along underneath, under the snow. Over the snow I glide. A full moon lights my path to supper. Under the snow, a chipmunk waits for a meal. Bedroom, kitchen, hallway. His house under my feet. Over the snow I climb one last hill. Bonfire smoke rises, warm hands, hot cocoa, hot dogs, sizzling on pointed sticks. Under the snow, a black bear snores, still full of October blueberries and trout. Over the snow, the fire crackles and sparks shoot up to the stars. I lick sticky marshmallow from my lips and lean back with heavy eyes. Shadows dance in the flames. Under the snow, a queen bumblebee drowses away December, all alone. She'll rule a new colony in spring. Over the snow I glide home on tired legs. Clouds whisper down feathery soft flakes. Under the covers, I snuggle deep and drift into dreams of cuddling deer mice and slumbering frogs, hungry beavers and tunneling voles, drowsy bears and busy squirrels, and the secret kingdom under the snow. The end. Now try walking like an animal. Diagonal walkers, including dogs, cats, and hoofed animals. They walk by moving limbs on the opposite side of their body. So when the front right limb is moving, so is the rear left. Most members of the weasel family are bounders. They have long bodies and short legs and move their hind feet up to their front paws. Pacers include wide-bodied animals such as bear and raccoons. They move both limbs on the same side of their body at the same time. Gallopers include rabbits, hares, and most rodents. Their rear feet come all the way in front of their front legs. This one's tough. Ta-da! Our second book for story time is called In the Snow, Who's Been Here? Written by Lindsay Barrett George and published by Green Willow Books. In the snow. It is cold and quiet on this winter morning. Cammy, do you want to go sledding on the hill by the old school? William asks. Sure, Cammy says. Mom says we can put out some corn for the animals on the way. The children walk up the lane and cross the township road. They follow an old trail into the woods. Cammy stops to throw corn on the ground. William sees tracks between some barberry bushes. Who's been here? A ruffed grouse. William and Cammy hike up a small hill. They hear a bird's song. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The children reach a clearing in the woods. The bird is gone. Fuzzy red balls sprinkle the snow under a clump of sumac. Who's been here? A cardinal. The trail winds along the frozen pond. William and his sister look up into the branches of an old oak tree. They see a leafy nest. Who's been here? A family of gray squirrels. The children pass a hemlock tree. Freshly cut and gnawed branches lie at the bottom of the tree, but there are no footprints. Who's been here? A porcupine! Let's put the rest of the corn under that white pine tree, Cammy says. They spread the corn and find a pellet of feathers and bones at the base of the tree. Who's been here? a great horned owl. William stops the toboggan. He sees a small hole in the snow. It is the entrance to a tunnel. Broken acorn shells surround the hole. Who's been here? A chipmunk. Cammy and William follow the trail down to the brook. They see tracks going in and out of the water. William finds a fish head on the bank. Who's been here? A mink and a trout. A clump of birch trees grows along the trail. A patch of bark has been rubbed off of one of the trees. Who's been here? A buck. The trail passes through a gate in a stone wall and ends up in an open field at the top of the hill. We're here, William says, and it's a long way down. Cammy finds a toboggan with a thermos of hot chocolate, 3 cups, and some donuts. I wonder who's been here, she asks. But William knows. It was Mom and their dog.